Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 1.
Listen and read.
Hero of the Highlands. Mike Fraser was a hero yesterday. Thanks to his quick thinking, he and Dave Lewis were rescued from danger in the mountains. Mike and Dave went to the Scottish Highlands with a group from the Music Now festival. In the afternoon, they went hang gliding. Unfortunately, the hang glider crashed on a mountain near Loch Ness, and Dave broke his ankle. He couldn't walk, so he and Mike stayed on the mountain and waited. They had no food or water, so they were hungry, thirsty, and cold. By the evening, they were starting to get desperate. Then Mike had a brilliant idea. He wrote a message on the ground with stones. Meanwhile, group leader Rob Townsend was trying to find Mike and Dave. Finally, he decided to contact the police. He dialed 999 on his mobile phone, and he asked the police to look for the missing teenagers. A police helicopter flew over Loch Ness, and the pilot saw Mike's message. Dave and Mike were rescued and flown to hospital in Inverness last night. Later, Mike spoke to our reporter. "We were incredibly relieved when the police helicopter arrived," he said. "The police told Dave not to move, and they carried him to the helicopter. I climbed in after him. They asked us to put on dry clothes, and they gave us some hot soup. They were great." Dave wanted to apologize. "I feel very guilty. It was all my fault," he said. "Rob told us to wear walking boots, and he told us not to leave the group. But I took no notice. I was very silly." The police agreed. On the radio news last night, they asked walkers in the Highlands to be sensible and not to take stupid risks.
Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 3. Grammar. Reported requests. Ask.
"Could you look for them?" He asked the police to look for them. "Please don't take risks." They asked walkers not to take risks.
Reported commands. Tell.
Keep still. They told Dave to keep still. Don't say anything. He told me not to say anything.
Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 4. Listen and speak. 1.
Emma, could you get me a cup of tea, please?
2.
Mike, would you open the window, please?
3.
You two, stop talking.
4.
Mike, please don't be late tomorrow.
5.
Mike, take the letters to the post office.
6.
Emma, don't forget your camera.
Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 5. Listen and write.
Hi, this is Jade speaking with a message for Emma. Emma, can you meet me at the cafe at 7:30 this evening? See you there. Bye.
Hello, this is Mike's mother. Can Mike phone home as soon as possible? Thanks.
Hello, this is Rob Townsend with a message for Emma and Mike. Please come to a party at the Festival Village tomorrow evening. I hope you can both make it. Bye.
Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 6. Pronunciation.
Apologize. Assistant. Desperate. Helicopter. Hero. Hospital. Incredibly. Sensible. Teenager. Unfortunately.
Unit 6, Lesson 2, Activity 1. Listen and read.
Have you finished with the computer yet?
Nearly. What's the hurry?
I've already asked you 3 times. I want to finish the front page. It's our last edition.
But I'm sending an email to Australia.
Mike, is it really necessary to spend all day on the computer?
What's the problem? Have you thought of a good headline yet?
No. I thought of end of festival, but that sounds silly.
How about festival finished?
Now that really is silly. I quite like party now or the music's over. It's difficult to choose. Which one is best?
It's hard to say. Oh, look! Another email. I've already had 4 this morning.
I know. MNX Madness. That's a great headline.
Madness? Why madness?
Because you are driving me mad.
Unit 6, Lesson 2, Activity 2. Grammar. Present perfect. Already and yet.
I've already asked you 3 times. It hasn't stopped raining yet. Have you finished with the computer yet?
Unit 6, Lesson 2, Activity 5. Pronunciation.
Choose. Whose. Friend. Send. Head. Said. Hunt. Front. Really. Nearly. Sure. Tore. Thought. Short. Turn. Learn. Worry. Hurry.
Unit 6, Lesson 3, Activity 1. Listen and read.
MNX, here's some really hot news for you, so listen carefully. Tonight, there's going to be a great big bang at the Music Now stage. It's going to be at 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's right, the biggest explosion of sound you've ever heard. It's going to shake the roof and break the windows. So be warned. And my name's Master Blaster.
Oh, no. Emma, could you turn off your iPod and listen to me?
Why? What on earth's the matter?
I've just listened to a message on the answer phone. I think we've had a call from a madman.
What are you talking about?
He said that there was going to be a big bang at the Music Now stage tonight.
Calm down, Mike. Now, exactly what did he say?
He said that this big bang was going to be on the Music Now stage at 9 o'clock. Oh, we must do something. Maybe call the police.
Who left the message? Did he leave his name?
Yes. He said his name was Master Blaster. Oh, what are we going to do?
Wait, Mike. Why don't you look at the festival programme first?
We haven't got time for that.
Look here. It's Sunday. This evening, on the Music Now stage, Master Blaster, the loudest reggae sound system in the world. It's music, Mike. Loud music.
Oh.
Unit 6, Lesson 3, Activity 2. Grammar. Reported statements.
My name's Master Blaster.
He said that his name was Master Blaster.
It's going to be at 9 o'clock.
He said that it was going to be at 9 o'clock.
We must call the police.
He said that they had to call the police.
It's reggae.
She said that it was reggae.
It starts at 7:30.
She said that it started at 7:30.
We must do something.
He said that they had to do something.
Unit 6, Lesson 3, Activity 3. Listen and speak.
1,
What kind of music is this?
It's reggae.
2,
Where is it from?
It's from Jamaica.
3,
When does the concert start?
It starts at 9 o'clock.
4,
Who is playing?
Master Blaster.
5,
Where is he from?
He's from New York.
6,
When does the festival finish?
It finishes on Sunday.
7,
What is happening on the last day?
There's going to be a party.
Unit 6, Lesson 3, Activity 4. Listen and speak.
Good morning, Edinburgh, and welcome to Festival Radio. It's Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, and here is the news. The figures for Friday's concert by Papagayo are now in, and there was a new festival record of 9,000 people. Tonight's festival party starts at 8:30, and a great evening is planned with something for everyone. Don't miss the famous reggae star Master Blaster, who arrived in Edinburgh yesterday and is already making himself heard. One problem is the weather, and I'm afraid that we expect some rain for this evening's event, so don't forget your umbrellas. And a piece of late news just in. We hear that Dana from Kurdistan has won the prize as the festival's best singer. So let's hear that song one more time. get ready for Dana and we can make music together.
Unit 6, Lesson 4, Activity 4. Listening.
Sazan! It's time to get up! Her mother was shouting from the kitchen. I've already called you 3 times. Why haven't you got up yet? Sazan didn't move. She lay under the bedclothes and waited. Then she heard her father's feet on the stairs. Come on, Sazan. Your mother said it was time to get up. He walked around the room and then looked under the bed. Hey, Sazan, where are you? He laughed. Have you forgotten to wake up? Sazan lay under the bedclothes and she tried to make herself as small as possible. Then something amazing happened. She really did become smaller and smaller. Soon she was absolutely tiny. That's incredible! I've just become really tiny, Sazan thought. Tiny Sazan. I'm taking off the bedclothes, her father said. Bright light shone in Sazan's eyes, and she flew up in the air to the ceiling. She looked down on her father. Hi, Dad! I'm up here! She shouted. But her father couldn't hear her. Then her mother called from the kitchen. Come on, you two! Stop playing games! It's time for school! Sazan laughed. Then she fell slowly down and landed on her father's head. I've never been here before, she thought. A strong wind started to blow. Sazan caught hold of a thick hair and put her arms around it. If I don't hold on, I'll fall off, she thought. Her father was walking out of the bedroom towards the stairs. Then he started to run down the stairs. The wind blew harder and harder, and Sazan nearly fell off her father's head. The wind stopped, and they were in the kitchen. Her father walked up to her mother and put his arms around her. Sazan's not there, he said. I'm a bit worried. She's not in her room. Here I am! Sazan shouted. But her parents didn't hear her. Then Sazan jumped in the air and landed on something soft that moved up and down. She was on her mother's eyelash. She went up and down every time her mother opened and closed her eyes. Sazan felt strange. Then she fell off the eyelash onto the eyeball. It was like a beautiful clear blue sea. Then, suddenly, the sea was full of enormous salty waves. Her mother was crying. Sazan, where are you? Her mother called. Sazan opened her mouth, but it immediately filled with water. She started to swim. Then a great wave of tears carried her down her mother's face to her lips. Her mother breathed in deeply, and a strong wind lifted Sazan up. The wind was her mother's breathing, and it carried her up into her mother's nose. Then, "I'm going to sneeze," Sazan's mother said. "Oh no," thought Sazan. Tissue! The sneeze blew Sazan out of her mother's nose and up into the air. Sazan screamed. She went round and round in the air, and then she fell right down onto a piece of toast on the breakfast table. "Here, calm down and have something to eat," her father said. The piece of toast flew up into the air. Sazan looked in horror at her mother's open mouth with her huge white teeth. But then her mother put the toast down. "I can't eat," she said. "I'm going upstairs to look for Sazan." "I'm here! I'm here!" Sazan shouted. "Yes, I can see you are," her mother said. "It's time to get up." Sazan opened her eyes. She was in bed, and her mother was sitting beside her. "Oh, Mum," she said, "I've had a really weird dream. I was absolutely tiny, and you nearly ate me." Her mother laughed. "Time to get up," she said.
Unit 6, Lesson 4, Activity 7. Real English.
It was all my fault.
What's the hurry?
What's the problem?
It's hard to say.
Calm down.
Unit 6, Review. Activity 6.
Listen and report what Emma and Mike say. Like this.
There's a party tomorrow night.
She said there was a party tomorrow night.
Now you.
There's a party tomorrow night.
It starts at 8:30.
It finishes at 11.
Everyone must come. There's going to be a competition.
It's going to be a great party.
Unit 6, Review. Poem. My Own Sweet Way.
Dad said that we were going on a visit to the Queen. I thanked him very kindly, but said I'd already been. Dad told me that on Monday we were flying to New York. I said it was a nice idea, but I've got to go to work. Dad told me for the weekend we were driving down to France. I mentioned I got sick in cars and wouldn't take the chance. Dad said that he was buying me a brand new set of clothes. I said gently I had plenty and had no need of those. Dad's been so very kind to me. It's difficult to say that I really like to live my life in my own sweet way.